Hey everybody, Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. Today's topic is going to be about time. Now, there are many aspects of time and how everybody in their own individuality has their concept and their memories and how they deal with it. So this is just going to be a little bit of a reflection of all the things related to time. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a smoke, grab on your butts, your balls, your boobs, whatever you got, because here we go. Cheers.
This is Vader Saber 1984.
That drunk guy, that is bullshit opinion. Freedom of speech, bitch!
Yeah! Drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
That drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
This drunk guy and his bullshit opinion.
The drunk dude. He thought he was gonna pass to do you.
Alright guys, so here we are going to get into time. And with everything, time changes. Whether it's technology, whether it's fads, fashion, what have you. Everything changes with time, whether it's for the good or the bad. Or what is it that we've always been told? The one thing as humans we cannot defeat. We cannot take back. We cannot get back. We cannot be the Marty McFly and jump in the DeLorean and go back and relive. The only thing that we have that is true currency that I have said in my grandfather's words is time. Time is a very valuable thing. Time is a very dangerous thing. Time is a very beautiful thing. Time is poetic. Time is scary. So let's go over some of the basic things that we can classify time in its own destination. I mean, you have old times, good times, hard times. You have first times, memorable times. You have regretful times. You have learning times. And then you have the new times. So trying to sum it all up, you can't just put it in one song, one poem, one podcast, one conversation, because time is infinity. Not for us humans, but time is forever. It keeps going and it never stops. So in the old times, one thing that I found very humbling and humanizing and made me wake up was listening to the old timers. My grandfather would go to the coffee shop, aka the Dairy Queen, 3 times a day and sit and talk with his friends at the coffee shop. And they would talk about the new times and laugh about the old times. And sitting there as, a kid and as a teenager and a youth going like, oh God, this is, can we go already? And then it got to the point of like, this conversation's pretty good. And then those old timers have been and gone. And so you don't get to hear it anymore. So those were some good old times, listening to the old timers. And then everybody has hard times. You, me, everybody. And not to thump the old Bible, but hey, you know what? You just got to give it up and get through. And you'll get through the hard times. You've got good friends, good family members, people that care. They can help you get through those hard times. But overall, faith, whether it's faith in your religion, faith in your family, faith in yourself, it will get you through those hard times. Now, as far as first times goes, I mean, you can think about your first love, your first kiss, your first drink, your first argument, your first fight, your first podcast, You can sit there and go, the first times, whether they're good or bad, they were always stuck in your mind forever. But that also ties into the regretful times. I mean, hey, you made a mistake in your life. You messed up. You said something that you shouldn't have. You hurt somebody. You did something that you shouldn't have. And it comes down to regret, and that carries. But when it comes to regret, it's that time frame that only you keep of how long will you be regretful for it. How much time and energy do you push and hold that regret? We can have a lot of regret in life and we cannot face it, and it can eat away at us, and it can destroy us, and it can harbor us and change our life and make us a certain person because of the regret that we have. I regret not saying things to dad before he died. I regret, not making amends and so on. And everybody has regrets, and that's just human nature. But over time, if you can come to being complacent and coming at peace, the time gets a little better. You regret the loss, the time that you didn't get to spend with somebody, and it hurts. But with time comes learning. And you learn that, man, yeah, I should have, I could have, I would have done this and made better of my time. And yeah, I regret it, but this is what I learned. And this is what it has made me. And there's nothing that was more satisfying in my elders, whether it's my uncles, my mothers, my grandparents, my father, watching them see when I learned how to drive, learn how to skin a deer, learn how to shoot a gun, learn how to tie my shoes, whatever it may be, things that, and if you have kids or something that you try and teach to somebody, there's nothing more filling than watching the face of somebody that you have taught and they learn something and they got it. I learned that. And if you're the person that taught them that, you're like, right? You know what I mean? So learning times, even that person that did the learning, you're so excited about it. You learn a new game, you learn a new skill in life, but it's a mutual benefactor of ooh, I taught him, or ooh, I learned that, I got that. And it's a happy thing. Learning time is a good time. And that coming off of regretful times, you can always go back and be like, well, I did learn. So it's not always a negative with regretful if you push that energy to the right place. And so here we are now with what the future lies. Because no matter what, as I said, time's going to keep going after us. We're going to lose our loved ones, whether we like it or not. We are going to pass on. So new times, that means that, yeah, you will always have old times, but new times still bring good times. New times still bring hard times. New times still bring first times, and they will still have memorabilia with them. So memorable times. And new times will have regretful times as well. And new times will have learning times. So it is just an endless cycle that never runs out. We're not in an hourglass. But time is a funny thing. Because we can talk about it and we can't change it. We can't push it back. Time is the only thing that you cannot grab, you cannot bottle, and you can barely describe it. You can remember it, and you can write it down, and you can record it. But you can't predict it, and you can't get it back. So, why am I making this about time? When time stares you in the face, and you look in the mirror, and you don't see what you saw 20 years ago, you go, shit. When you wake up in the morning and you go, oh, what did I do? Get in a fight last night and you went to bed early and didn't do anything? Oh, time's catching up with me. When you go to a funeral and you see people that you feel like you just saw yesterday and it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, they're passing on, and time catches up and time makes you think. You see your elders and your friends and your family and your loved ones, and they keep getting lesser and lesser. And time stops giving and starts ticking even faster. And it makes you go, oh boy. But again, don't forget the old times, the good times, the hard times, the first times, the regretful times, the learning times, and the new times. Just know that that is the only thing that you cannot stop or control or take back. And for whoever you have out there that you love to spend time with, that has your time, give it all. Enjoy every minute, because next thing you know, that person may be gone, and you don't want to live with regret, or you're stuck with remembering all the time. If you have the time, click the like button, that little thumbs up, leave me a comment, share, and subscribe. That'd be great. Really appreciate it. What can I say? Vader Saber 1984, also known as that drunk guy and his bullshit opinion. And until next time, take care of yourselves and peace.